Okay, 9 seconds, 10 seconds in. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I hope you guys are doing good. I had a good, relaxing evening. I hope you all did too. Um, um, I'm trying to remember if I made one more purchase last night of Bitcoin after I shut the show down, and I can't remember if I did before or after I shut it down. But I did buy 3 times, and I always try to break up my buy on Bitcoin like that because I've noticed that if I buy all on the first shot, every time I've ever done it, the price has dropped, and I regretted it. So, hey, Callie. So I've learned to only put half or a third of what I want total to buy first, to just go ahead and buy it right when I think I should, and then the wait. And, almost every time I do it, the price drops, even if I put a small amount in. It just kind of works out that way. And then I can go ahead, and if it's dropped more, then I feel better about getting it at a lower price. It does make a difference because I end up saving myself money that way. So it's something you can consider as well. It's always better to buy it lower than higher. Now, the difference is when I buy it in 3 payments instead of 1, it is costing me more in fees because you have to pay a fee on each purchase. So if you were to purchase it all in one lump sum, you're only going to pay the 1 fee. But the fee is going to be more expensive the more money you're paying. But probably not going to equal the amount of money you save by buying at a lower price over time. That fee becomes... it gets erased after a while. So... good morning, everybody. I have got a great show for you guys. And for those of you like Debbie, Callie, Steven, Yo-Yo that are following me on Facebook and YouTube, I hope the announcements went out that I was live. Fox wins Russell. Yes. I see one notification went out. Let's see which channel it was. I'm betting it's not the main channel. Oh, no, I don't know which channel it is. I can't tell. What channel is that? It just says live chat. This is weird. Yeah, it's the wrong channel. I was correct. Liberals trash Jon Stewart for backing the lab leak theory. That would be worth watching too. Here, maybe I'll tweet that. So I can find it later. There, I'm going to tweet that out. Hey, Jacob, what's up, buddy? All right, so we're not even into the double digits yet. I'm a little hesitant to start, but let's go ahead and start. This is not a long walk at all. Russell Brand is one of the podcasters that I watch frequently on YouTube that I rarely ever recommend to y'all to watch. It's not that I don't want you guys watching him. It's just that I kind of forget to mention him from time to time. He is one of my staples. He's a go-to. And the reason why is for several reasons. Okay? Number one, motherfucker keeps it real. He keeps it real. Okay? Number two, he's genuine. And he's a sweet person. He's like Jimmy, I almost said Jimi Hendrix. He's like Jimmy Dore. He wants to help people. He wants to see people get health care. He wants to see people not be in poverty, in misery. That's what I love about those two guys. Right? He's also fucking hilarious. He's a fantastic actor. He's a great entertainer. He's done all kinds of things. In addition, his politics, man. I really like where his head is. I don't agree with him on, I'd say maybe 20% of the things I've heard him say, and I didn't like him for a little while. I was like, man, I don't like you for a little while. I'm going to stop watching you for a little bit. I don't agree with you on that shit. I think you need to reassess. You know, the one thing that really pissed me off that he said recently was he was anti-vaccine passport. And I had a problem with that. You know, you're not giving people passports because they're not Jewish. You know, Russell, you're giving them passports because they got vaccines, something that could save a life. It's not apples to apples. It's not a fair comparison, and he was wrong about that. It's not a violation of your freedom to have a little passport that says you've got vaccinated. Guess what? When I went to the airport, and I went through multiple airports, none of them asked to see my vaccine passport. They didn't give a fuck. So you made a big deal about nothing. But that's okay. I make big deals about nothing all the time. No big deal. I'm not taking Russell down for that. I'm just saying he said things that I disagree with. But that's okay. You guys should be able to hang out with people that you disagree with too. And if you hear me say things that you disagree with, I've seen so many people disagree with me on things in here and get so upset with me and angry. And I'm like, it's okay to be disagreeing with someone, but especially when you disagree with someone and it has no bearing on your life. Like, let's say I say sports sucks. I don't watch them. And you're like, oh, what's wrong with you, man? You're an idiot because you don't appreciate the camaraderie and the athleticism and the, you know, and I'm like, you just, you know, let's agree to disagree and be friends. How about that? I love that. You know, you're going to disagree with me. I'm going to disagree with you. Fine. You could still watch the show. We could still have fun. You're going to get a lot out of this. If you guys stay and watch this, you're going to get a lot out of the show. You're going to appreciate what I say about Russell Brand and what I say about Fox News. I promise you. So let's get into this before you guys get too bored and start leaving. Here we go. And I promise to smoke too.
Hello there. I've been invited to go on Fox News, and I'm thinking about whether or not I should go on Fox News. So I'm going to look at when I was invited to go on there before and what happened, and what people on Fox say about me.
This guy's got a skanky look. He looks like he cooks meth and sleeps in his car. This guy's got a skanky look. He looks like he...
Yeah, you look like a fucking bald, skank, zombie fuck. And I guarantee you this, you fucking disgusting, wax figure-looking, melty motherfucker. Take this fucking wax figure, set him next to Russell Brand, and do a goddamn... Who do you think is hotter on the internet? And who do you think's gonna win? This guy is saying that Russell Brand looks skanky? Why? Because he's got long hair and a beard? Why? Because his clothes look a little raggedy? Because he wears like, post-Madonna clothes? You get the fuck over it, dude. What? You think you're better because you're not wearing a fucking tie and you got your little button unbuttoned right there and you got your glasses up on top of your head and that completes your look? You fucking little melted fucking G.I. Joe doll. Fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus fuck. How dare you? How dare you, waxy motherfucker, insinuate that there's something wrong with Russell Brand, sexy motherfucker's appearance? Please.
This guy's got a skanky look. He looks like he cooks meth and sleeps in his car.
That's a hurtful thing to say. And I've never cooked meth.
And I've never cooked meth.
Hello there.
Dude, if that didn't make you laugh, don't watch this video. If Russell Brand, when he just said, he says, I don't cook meth. If that didn't make you laugh, don't watch my video. Just leave. Just fucking leave. He's so fucking funny.
Invited to go on Fox News, and I'm thinking about whether or not I should go on Fox News. So I'm going to look at when I was invited to go on there before and what happened, and what people on Fox say about me sometimes, and then we can make a decision together about what's best to do. You'll note now that I'm by the logs. All we ever talk about is these logs anyway. I finally decided to embrace them, accepting that they're the real draw for these videos. Let's have a look at my relationship with Fox in the past and see if I should be on Fox in the future. Here we are at Fox's headquarters. All the greats are here. Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, all of the people that refused to have us on the show. Sean Hannity, who booked us and then cancelled us, so we're going to do a true special from here in the heart of the establishment. Firstly, I was a provocative little geezer, wasn't I? Like Hannity.
I was a provocative little geezer, wasn't I? Provocative.
He invited me to go on his show, then rescinded the offer. So I just turned up at Fox's headquarters, all aggro, trying to look at me now. Adorable little guy sat by some logs, no trouble at all. Should I go back on it again? Will this lead to the rescinding of it? Why am I even considering it? I suppose the main reason I'm considering it is now, when I watch things on Fox, they seem to be talking about things I care about. Breaking up big tech.
Today, Amazon, Google, and Facebook, also Apple, aren't just richer and more powerful than the old monopolies or any companies that have...
Karen, thank you. Nick Brown, thank you.
Ending monopolies.
There's nothing free about this market. A lot of these companies operate as monopolies.
Corruption in government and the relationship between government and big
Jacob,
business.
thank you. Yo-Yo, thank you. Steve Running, thank you. Everybody that drops digits for me, guys, I really appreciate that. Thank you for getting more people here. Cheers.
This is an arm of Rupert Murdoch, and therefore the corporate media, that it's default right wing. What's changed in the world? Because I still basically believe the things that I've always believed: fairness, sharing, kindness, caring. Don't believe in government intervention, and believe that people should be able to run and organise their own lives based on principles that are natural and, gosh, perhaps even inherent to them. Let's see how I used to be, Doe. 80% of American people believe... here comes some security. 80% of Americans believe... Yes, sir. I like that. Try to carry on doing the 80% of American people riff, whatever that was, after security had clearly turned up. What a plucky guy.
This is private property.
This bit here?
Yes.
Whose property is it?
Building.
Who's the building belong to?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It doesn't
I'll
matter.
just say it then.
You want to get arrested?
I'm
trying to tell me the truth on the premises.
Yeah, please, John, you did a good job of that.
Guy looks like Mitt Romney.
He's doing the property of Flim anything.
Who are you here with?
I'm with True News, Russel Brand, True News. Tell Sean Hannity I dropped by to chat to him. Hasn't the world changed? I mean, I recognise that I've changed, I've got children now, I'm a lot calmer now, I'd be a lot less likely to go and just turn up at Fox.
Yes, we've all changed. We all evolve. Everybody changes, Russell, and we've noticed it in you too. You are getting more mature. You're getting more vocal. You're getting more educated, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You can never be too old to change, and you are inspiring other people like me to do it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We like to see the evolution. We like to see the growth, don't we, people? I do. Can you guys answer me on that?
Fox News like that. That's why it's interesting to be invited on there again. But I suppose, you know, I'm a sensitive person. I don't want to go on Fox News and be ridiculed. What kind of treatment can I anticipate based on the kind of treatment I've previously received?
Well, it's too bad that you're basing this on the treatment that you receive, Russell. Let me give you a little bit of advice, all right, from somebody who's taken a lot of abuse in the last few years. Just ignore them, bro. They're just trolls. It doesn't matter if it's some anonymous little kid on the internet or if it's Sean Hannity or Bill O'Reilly. It doesn't matter who these people are that are trolling you. You learn to ignore the trolls. And if you let trolls control your decisions in life, bro, then you're letting them win. Go on Fox News. Let them see that you have changed, and let the world see that you have changed, and let the world see that the attacks that Fox News did on you were baseless. And wait till you see these attacks. Wait till you hear what they said about him. Man, we're about to go off, because I did watch this whole video. And we're about to take off, folks. So watch what Fox News did to Russell Brand. It's slanderous. It's libelous. It should be criminal. And those motherfuckers should be locked up for what they said about this man.
Oh, back to Hannity. All right, yesterday, Russell Brand, a D-list actor.
A D-list actor? That's not true. You know, that's already libel. That's slanderous. You're lying about his reputation. On a national platform where millions of people are watching, you're damaging Russell Brand. You're damaging Russell's brand. And let me tell you something. This motherfucker should be in prison for it. For what he just said. It's not true.
Known for his failed marriage to Katy Perry.
He's only known for his failed marriage. I didn't know that he was married to Katy Perry. I had no idea until this dumb cuck said it out loud. I didn't realize. I don't follow the tabloids. I don't follow who's married to who's fucking who's cheating on who. I couldn't give a fuck. What I care about is what comes out of their mouths. What do they say, and how can they inspire me? Right, Dr. Cushman? What's up, brother?
Perry.
This guy.
And Dr. Cushman might inspire y'all. You go check out his show, you guys. He's going to end up taking away all of my subscribers and bring him to his show, and that would be just fine because he's fucking awesome. You guys should be watching him. Watch his show. He's great.
He's got a skanky look. He looks like he cooks meth and sleeps in his car.
That's a hurtful thing to say. And I've never cooked meth or actually slept in my car. I've gone unconscious in it.
I've gone unconscious in my car.
Meth use, just, you know, it's difficult to raise kids.
Hell yeah,
There's a
Cushman.
reason why his ex-wife Katy Perry dumped this skank.
I tell you one thing that has changed is popular.
He calls him a skank. And now he's attacking Russell Brand personally. He's attacking his marriage. He's attacking him personally. Why? Because Russell Brand makes sense and you can't attack him for what he says. You can only attack him for his beard or, you know, his bushy eyebrows or his tattered clothes. That's all. And you know what? I don't pay attention to any of those things when I'm listening to somebody that's making sense. I don't care what they look like. I don't care what they sound like. I don't care what the color of their skin is, their kind of clothes they wear, what their backdrop is. I don't give a fuck. If they're making sense, they're making sense. You know? They're making sense. I'm going to listen.
Since Fox News was at its giddy heyday pre-Tucker, when it was all about Bill O'Reilly, it was
Hash, what's up, brother?
Right-wing conservatism that's necessarily ordered after the advent of Trump and the sort of people that engineered or at least organised what you might refer to as the Trump revolutionary moment. People like Steve Bannon. But you can listen to people that are from what you would have to refer to as the right of the spectrum talk for a long while, and because of the advent of renewed populism, for ages, like someone like me with the kind of political traditions that I've been interested in, has no truck with them. They're talking about
hey, we got sunlight for bong rip.
They're talking
bong
about
rip smoke rings.
Lack of representation.
So exciting.
In government.
There is one person in Washington who is offended by this arrangement, Bernie Sanders. He's trying to get your money back from Jeff Bezos. Bernie is right.
So the political landscape has shifted, and I think that's what's interesting behind this, is that you now get someone like Glenn Greenwald, the guy who broke the story about Edward Snowden, regularly featured on Fox News, talking about the lack of clarity and transparency in the Biden administration and the way that the Democrats...
Look, I agree, back the fuck up. I totally agree with you. Russell Brand has said some things that I totally disagree with. I said that when I started the show. I said 25% of what I've heard this man say, I disagree with. But I'm okay with that. You know, he can say whatever he wants. Like I was saying, the vaccine passport thing, he had a problem with. Yeah, 5G, COVID. Yeah, him and I disagree maybe on some of those types of things. But that's okay. Because 75% of the things that he does say and makes total sense on, I totally fucking agree with. I can seize on those things. I can help amplify those things. And together, him and I can work together to achieve those things, right? Working together. Instead of, oh, I disagree with him on something, I'm not going to listen to anything else he has to say, even though I agree with 99% of everything else this man says. Hey, Slowski. Well, you're telling me that Russell Brand made up the term Kung Flu and used that term? And that's not good. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's not good. Does he realize that's racist? And once he figured out it was racist, did he stop using it? That's important. That's important. That's an important fact. Can you back that shit up, bro? Back it up. I've never heard this, but I'll take your word for it, man. I will totally take a total stranger's word for it. Absolutely. You seem to know a lot about Russell Brand. Which I don't. I watch him occasionally. Like I said, I don't agree with everything the man says. But if he was using the term Kung Flu, I've got big problems with that. I've got massive problems with that. You know, you can say that it came from a lab. You can say that, you believe that the government was using it as a weapon. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But when you start using racist terminology to refer to it, then that's my line, bro. That is my fucking line. So, do you know if Russell Brand ever came back and, if he did say that, because like I said, I don't know if he did or didn't, but if he did say the things that you claim he did, if he did say the things that you claim he did he come out and do you know if he retracted the statement and said, hey, the term Kung Flu is racist, and I don't want to be racist like Donald Trump, you know, and if he admitted that publicly, then I'm okay with that. But can you produce anything? Any evidence? Let me know.
Party has abandoned ordinary working voters. And the comparable thing happened in this country around Brexit. And I suppose what really happened from the 90s onwards in particular is the left-centre parties abandoned their indigenous or native constituency. I don't mean...
How is Kung Flu racist? It's a reference to a martial art that is of Asian origin. And it's a reference, it's a double entendre reference to the COVID. In order to tie Asian people to the cause of COVID. Does that make sense? No. It's a racist name. It's not just a pun. Now, you and I are going to have a problem, too. Oh, it's fucking racist. You know, just because you think it's cute and funny and punish doesn't mean it's not racist. So, yeah, you and I are going to have a problem right now. We're going to have a serious problem, which is fine. Anybody else want to chime in? Anybody in the audience want to chime in on this conversation? I'm just kind of curious. I want to get more opinions here. You guys remember, I mean, using Donald Trump as an example for this doesn't really prove anything. It's so anecdotal. But you remember he used that term a lot. And he was, you know, the racist in chief. Do you know, I feel like, yeah, it's racist. Okay, so one person, Glitch, what's up, Glitch? I hope I got your glitching system. What's up, glitching system? What's up? Thank you. You know, I really wish my fucking audience would chime in right now. I can't believe the lack of audience participation I'm getting. Maybe it's because the chat's not working. You guys, are you on YouTube? Are you not able to chat? People on Facebook, are you not able for me to see your chat? What's going on? Are you guys not saying anything because you can't see your own chat on my screen? Is that why you guys aren't talking? Sorry about that. Good morning. Hey, 4Dub. Can anybody join in the actual conversation, though, that we're having? Yo, not nice to put a brand on people. It's not nice, and it's fucking racist. You know, what if, let me ask you guys this. What if the virus came from Israel? So you called it the Hanukkah virus. Oh, it's a pun. It's silly. It's fun. Would that be anti-Semitic? It's the exact same thing. It's a virus, not a person. It's a martial arts reference. No. You're forgetting. Martial arts is Asian. Back the fuck up. COVID is Asian. Why are you not saying that martial arts isn't Asian in origin? It is. I mean, there's no refuting that fact. It's a direct connection between the origin of the virus, right? Where it came from, and the virus itself, to chain them together in a negative fashion. And it is negative, because that's not the name of the virus. You choose to use that term. And hey, man, my mom got COVID. There's nothing funny about it. You know? There was no joke. Fuck, am I missing my sunlight? I'm missing my set. Dude, I'm missing my fucking set here. You're making me miss my set. Which is good. I'm glad you're talking to me. At least you're talking to me. No one else in my chat is talking to me. God, why do you guys even come to the show if you're not going to talk to me? Fuck. Trump used it as a racial slam, clear as day. Glitchin' System 80, thank you. Yes. Glitchin' System, I don't know who you are, but I like you. I wish you would come to my show more often. I need more people like you in my audience. Not that just because you agree with me, but because you're talking and you're making sense. The term martial art has become associated with the fighting arts of East Asia and originally referred to the term. Yeah, everybody knows what martial arts refers to, bro. Everybody knows that Kung Fu. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Where does Kung Fu come from? Where's the origin Kung Fu come from? You're going to double down and you're going to research shit about where the term martial arts. This is like when I argue with somebody about the term marijuana. You're just like them. Is anybody else going to chime in, or do I got to sit here and do this all by myself? Eddie, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you're here. I'm looking for trendies who will actually participate in this chat. And it's fucking crazy. Your schedule changed. I don't always agree with you, but I like that you put it out there and challenge people's minds. Thank you, Glitching System. I appreciate that. Eddie, I agree. What's going on, buddy? Just got here. Bob Reed. Thank you, guys. God, fucking A, man. So I'm having a conversation with this guy. He doesn't think that the term Kung Flu is racist. I say it's totally fucking racist. And he says, no, it's a pun. Well, a lot of racisms, a lot of racist terms are puns. Don't make me fucking get into them, dumbass. But that's what a lot of racist terms are, fucking puns. Just because it's a pun doesn't make it not racist. Sorry for the double negative. Trendy Nick says, if another country called a virus the American virus, people would be outraged. Yeah, well, I wonder if he's American, Kung Flu is not a race. Back the fuck up. Who am I talking to here? Who am I having the conversation here with? Back the fuck up. Okay. Kung Fu is not a race. No, it's tied to a race. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, Google. Where did Kung Fu originate?
China. According to Shaolin warrior, less than B greater than martial arts, less than B greater than. Shaolin Kung Fu originated and was developed in the Buddhist Shaolin Temple in Songshan Mountain, Henan Province, China.
Sounds pretty Chinese to me, bro. Just because it's punts don't make it racist. What? 600,000 died from a virus. It's racist, says Dom. What the hell is he talking about? It's tied to a race. Bob Reed, hash, China. Bob Reed, it come from China. Isn't from Asian fordom. What? China, okay. Kung Fu, when in discussion, we already think of specific races such as Chinese or Mongolian ties. Sounds pretty racist. Right, Eddie? That's the inference. It's a racist term, and this guy wants to argue with me. I'm waiting for him, because it's cute or it's funny, he thinks it's not racist. Because it's a joke also, he thinks it's not racist. Just because something's funny doesn't mean it's not racist. Have you ever heard of a racist joke? But it is racist, says 4Dub. Thank you. So, now we finally got people talking in the chat. Look, you guys, I don't know why nobody was participating in this conversation before. You guys were literally just sitting there not saying a word. If anybody could tell me there was a problem with the chat, you guys could hear what I was saying and you were typing things in and nothing was happening, or you guys were just sitting there listening to me, just not participating, whatever it was, let me know. I want to know what happened here at the beginning of the show that you guys weren't chatting before. Let me know. I want to know why you guys weren't chatting. None of you. I was having a conversation with one person. There were 18 people here, 21 people here. I was like, is anybody else here? Can anybody else converse? And nobody was. I want to know what was going on with the chat. Now, I had a problem with the chat last night, too. My phone is screwing up. Let me go out and come back in. Bob Reed. Okay, there's one problem. Okay, like the other day, Trump called African American people the blacks. The other day? Did he? You know, my buddy Chris said that term not too long ago. I was like, bro, you don't say that. You don't say the blacks. It's just, it's like objectifying the entire race. The blacks. It's like the phone, the bong, the blacks. What the fuck kind of terminology is that? It's racist is what it is. Shit had me mad as fuck. There was no problem, nay. There was no problem? Google who said, quote, I wasn't here yet. Oh, okay, 4Dub. I just got here, buddy. Okay, Eddie. Lol, it said Trump first, Steve driving. Oh, you're driving, Nick? Okay. The Swiss make shitty hot chocolate. Is that racist? The Swiss make shitty hot chocolate. Is that racist? Yeah, that's a blanket. Yeah, the Swiss make shitty hot chocolate. That is a negative racist term. You're grouping the entire Swiss population and saying that every single one of them has a defect. They can't make chocolate. Yeah, that's racist. It's not, and it's not true. And which most racism is untrue. So, hey, hippie chick, maybe people stick you on in the background when they play games. Eldritch Catastrophe. Right, buddy? Maybe I'm just fucking elevator music for people. Karen got kicked off. Okay, sorry, buddy. I want to make it more shows on time. Thanks, Eddie. Well, you do what you can, bro. Do what you can. If more people would just do what they could, man, the show would be blowing up. You know, when somebody's sitting there, if you're watching a pre-recorded video on YouTube and you see that I go live and you're like, hey, man, just, you can go back and watch that video, man. It's still going to be there. But catching me live and giving me that extra digit, that you won't be able to do. That's an in-the-moment thing, and I need you guys to switch over and come to my show, so to get these numbers up so we can get going. Hey, man, once the show gets going, if it ever does take off, you guys won't need to do that anymore, and you'll be able to come in, it'll be blowing up every time, and you'll love it. It's work. You got to put the work in, man, and in this one specific case, I'm not like Simon Dan. I believe it was Simon Dan who said, with the luck of the YouTube algorithms, he said, my channel has been blessed by the YouTube algorithms. It's true. It has been. After you watch a Simon Dan video, it's Simon Dan, 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 Simon Dan. Professor Dave explains. Simon Dan, Simon Dan, Simon Dan, Simon Dan, Simon. It's like that. That algorithm sucks his dick. I'd love to have that thing sucking my dick like that. Eldritch says the whites. Bob Reed says, had to start up my new phone. Sean Days says, good morning, nay. 4Dub says, yes, that's racist. Bob Reed says, yes. 4Dub says the person was shitty. Back the fuck up says, interesting. 4Dub says, not the group. Eldridge says it's also incorrect. I had to wake and bake. That term is hella racist and divisive. Tripolar. Wow, you don't like Swiss chocolates? Says Hatch. 4Dub. Are people not thinking before they speak today? Driving now can't. You guys don't have to think before you speak. I just want you to speak. I don't mind that you don't think. I'm a little cloudy right now myself. It's okay. But I would love it if you guys would just participate. And you guys are now, so I can't even keep up with the chat. This is fucking amazing. I don't mean that as an insult, Eldritch. 4-dub. Going in on my first dab. Cheers, 4-dub. I want to smoke too, man. And I lost my sunbeam and everything. I'm so fucking sad right now. Shared this on Twitter. I hate missing a show. Sean Day 7. Thank you, Sean. And when he put a 7 in the chat, that means he shared this video on social media, guys. You guys can do it too. 3s, 5s, and 7s. The 3s are for a tweet or a Facebook group. The 5s are if you can host me on your Twitch channel, that would be awesome. And the 7s are for if you can max out a tweet and just go at so-and-so, at so-and-so, at so-and-so until you can't do it anymore, and you send this show out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for those shares. It is the only reason that this show has any traction at all. I would rather be here than watching a pre-recorded show any day. Thanks, Eddie. Whoa, dude, that sounds a little racy with the voice thing. Back the fuck up. I love most hot chocolate with no concern for race or geographic location. Steve, 4-dub. I share your video with all my family, but their sorry asses don't want to hear the damn truth. They get ass hurt. Huh, Bob Reed. Steve Cutler, live. But first of all, we must have ganja and coffee. Hey, Steve, can we stop calling it ganja on my show and call it cannabis, bro? Let's call it cannabis, okay? Let's not call it ganja. Let's not call it other names when we can call it cannabis and really fucking show it some respect. Let's do it. Eldritch, I'm just up, was sick as fuck this morning. Camping, bring Swiss Miss. It's easy to make. Sean, drinking kafefe. Diceman, cheers, Nate. Eddie, 7. Steve Cutler, that Sean Days. Diceman, 3. Steve Cutler, oh sure. Steve Cutler didn't get the memo. Dominic Leo, 3 times for a cheers. Okay, I'm all caught up. I couldn't smoke and I missed my goddamn set. Wait. No. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, right? Back the fuck up. You better back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Better back the fuck up. DMX was right, man. All I had to do was back the fuck up. All right, we got it. Cheers. We got this. Oh, those are great. Great visible smoke rings. Hey, Judy, what's up? You're a king and not a queen. Love, listen. Thanks, Hash. Afternoon. Hey, Charles, Walter, Eldritch, nice hoop chain. Sean, howdy. Okay, let's go back to Russell Brand.
Native as in a geographical.
What these cucks at Fox News say about Russell Brand is fucking disgusting, and he's so good-natured. I know he won't do it, but he really should sue all of Fox News, and name all of these motherfuckers in the suit for slander and libel. They really did affect his brand.
I mean, in a political sense, ordinary working.
Or I should at least say they attempted to affect his brand, and just in doing that, they should all fucking have to pay a fine and go to fucking jail. Judy, hey, Judy, we call it cannabis, not weed. And I'm going to tell you why we don't call it weed on my live stream. The literal definition for the word weed is a useless plant. So we've been indoctrinated into calling cannabis useless by using a term that William Randolph Hearst popularized to get it banned. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. Are you a guy? Judy, are you a guy? You said you're the king? And your name is Judy? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm the king. Oh, king of cannabis. Thank you so much. You could call me the Canna King. It's got a ring. Oh, that's the thing. Hey, look at this. Oh, look at that. Steve, by the way, I respect calling it cannabis. Also pretty sure that the G word is also a traditional word embraced by many folks all over the world, from Africa to Jamaica and global south. Right, Steve, what I'm trying to do is educate people on the word cannabis, though. And by using the word ganja, okay, you're totally obfuscating, you're completely muddying up the whole reason we're calling it cannabis, right? Don't call it ganja, bro. We're in the United States, and the correct terminology in the United States is the word cannabis, the technical term. Let's call it cannabis. We're trying to get it out there to people, man. Calling it ganja doesn't, nobody knows what the fuck that is. No one knows what it means, and nobody fucking cares about that word. You call it cannabis, and people are going to be like, why do you call it cannabis? You call it ganja, and people are going to be like, oh, what kind you got? You know, calling it cannabis starts the conversation. Calling it ganja does nothing. It achieves nothing. It's a process, man. We're trying to get access to all. Access for all people. And the only way we're going to do that is if we work. And if we do things that are a little uncomfortable. You know, and calling it cannabis is uncomfortable. Bro, I want to be able to I want to be cool. You know, if I sat here and I said pot, weed, dope, I'm going to smoke some weed. Dude, I'd have 1,000 people watching this show right now. But I'm not going to sacrifice cannabis over me being fucking cool and feeling good about myself. Back the fuck up. Look, you and I have a disagreement in here, that's fine. If you refer to cannabis as weed one more time on my live stream, I'll block you. You know, you're not special. Understand that. I'm asking everyone to not use the term, and now it's like you're just using the term, throwing it around. I just said, don't fucking call it that. All right? It's off the table. All right, let's go back to Russell Brand. I don't want to have to block you because we're actually having a conversation.
All colours in favour of...
Oh, no. Now you can go fuck off. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Kind of cultural ideas that cut adrift ordinary working people, leaving Fox...
Tripolar, thank you. Listen, Tripolar, I'm going to talk to you specifically, and I want you to listen to me. Tripolar, I want you to seek me out, okay? This is what I want you to do. Tripolar, you specifically, I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to find my 6 YouTube channels. They're all called Nays Garden. I broadcast to like 5 of them. Okay, you'll get, make sure you sign up for notifications on all 5. You'll get at least 1 notification from YouTube, most likely. Also, Facebook. Get over to Facebook. Find all my Facebook channels. There's 6 of those. They've all got the same name, Ben Shader. Go find those Facebook channels and follow all 6 of those. Then go to Twitch, Nays Garden. Follow me on Twitch. Go to Twitter, and this is the most important. Follow, and if you don't have Twitter, just download it, okay? It's free. At Nays Garden and at CryptoCult420. Follow both of those accounts. They're both me. I would greatly appreciate, specifically you, bro, if you would do that and seek me out. I want you in as many shows as I can get you to.
Fox News, Trump, Brexit, etc., in a prime position to pick up those now abandoned voters. There's no reason at all why issues like populism or even Brexit or, you know, COVID and how COVID should be handled necessarily need to be libertarian right-wing issues. They could be tackled and understood from the left. It's possible...
Do you guys notice when I adjust the sound with my equalizer? I've got this badass EQ, man. And I tweak the sound from time to time whenever somebody's microphone sounds different. My speakers aren't very good. So this equalizer allows me to make them sound a lot better. I don't want to block anybody. I want to get along. Do you like Limp Bizkit? Hey, look who it is. It's Gia. I did it all for the nookie. So you can take the cookie and stick it up your yeah. No, I hate Limp Bizkit.
That new forms of political alliance will start to form all over the place. I mean, I'd be sceptical about whether or not Fox would be part of that, simply because Fox is a corporate media organisation owned by Rupert Murdoch. That don't make it inferior to MSNBC.
Yo, Gia, that bass guitar though, god damn.
Or CNN,
I love the bass tone on those songs.
or any of those other organisations. Oh,
Tripolar, thank you. Look, Tripolar, I'm going to tell you something else. I've interviewed Jimmy Dore's wife, Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, Lee Camp, Arn Raw, Matt Dillahunty, and more on this show. And it's all available for you. All of those interviews are available for you to go watch anytime you want at naysgarden.com. Now, look, when you go to that website, there's a warning. It says, you're being hacked when you go to this website or some crazy shit. It's stupid. And no, you're not. I don't understand what that fucking message is there for, but it's some dumb shit. If you just, there's at the bottom, it says proceed to naysgarden.com or proceed to Trendy As Dabbers. Just click proceed and you'll go into my website and you'll be able to watch all of those videos, all of those interviews. They're great, man. I think you'll really like the interviews if you haven't seen any of them.
Ultimately, it's just a different accent to the same kind of imperatives. You know, CNN and Fox News.
And Judy, the words of wisdom. Nays, thank you, Judy. Steve Cutler Live. Lol at being intolerant of a word. Lol at being intolerant of a word. Steve Cutler Live. Explain, please. Gia, I did it all for the nookie. Yes, you did, girl. Bob, I thought Fox was one of the good news channels, or was I wrong? Bob Reed, you were wrong. Fox is one of the worst news channels, and you should never... Bob Reed, you should never watch Fox News, ever. Not you, bro. Look, I tell people to watch them just to keep their eye on them, but not if you think that you're actually watching legit news, which you're not. There's only really two people on Fox News that you can watch that will make any sense at all. One is Juan. This guy, Juan, I can't think of his last name. He's on the 5. And he's the only guy out of the 5 that will ever make sense. His name is Juan. Okay? That guy, and they used to have Shepard Smith, who he was great, but he's left because he couldn't stand it anymore. But they still have one other guy on there that you could watch. Everyone else, bro, it's bullshit. You're getting poison, narrative, opinion, all right wing, all Trump supporting right wing, bro. That's all Fox News is. And you're just getting spoon-fed fucking sweet lies all day. You are getting, your brain is toxified by that channel. And yes, Russell Brand should go on there again. So people like you will see him. What? It's not intolerant, Steve Cutler. It's telling the truth and stopping racist lies about cannabis. Thank you, Sean Days. Yeah, you said that better than I think I could have said it. I think I would have just told him to go fuck himself. So thank you. We all help our cannabis lord by hosting him. Okay, Judy, I'm not your lord, okay? But thank you. That's very sweet of you to say it. I'm not a king and I'm not your lord. Okay, buddy, I did know. I didn't know. I know, Bob. It's cool. I'll take care of you, bro. I got you. Don't watch any mainstream media ever. Look, if you want to watch something that's newsy, I recommend Crystal and Sagar. They've got a new show. You should watch Crystal and Sagar and get most of your news just from the two of them. That way you're getting both the left and the right. You know, you're getting the opinions from both sides, and Fox is completely fucking biased. I don't recommend any other mainstream media because they're all bought and they're all going to feed you narratives. CNN, I wouldn't watch them if I were you. Bro, it's like you just learned how to fly a Cessna and I'm throwing you into a fucking 747 and telling you to fly people from Australia to fucking Africa. You know? You're not ready for it yet. You keep watching my show and one day you'll be able to watch those shows and take out what's got value and leave and ignore and laugh at the narrative. You'll want to weed out the narrative, and that is the correct use of the word weed. One of them. Juan from the 5's pretty great. He sticks to his guns. He's pretty level point of view. Glitch in System 80, thank you. What do you want, Harles? You're not killing anything, are you? Eddie says, is anyone else getting white noise periodically? Is my phone... let me take my phone away. Sometimes I forget my phone. Why are you being so vocal? I wish you'd stop. I'm doing a show, buddy. Could you do that? Could you stop? Okay, that's what I thought, because everything they talk about bad is Democrats. Well, Bob Reed, it's true. But that's good that you got that, because Democrats are bad. So it's good that you got that. At least you got that from Fox News. Democrats are bad. Republicans are bad. And that's one thing you don't get from Fox News, is that Republicans are bad too. See, that's what you need to know, is that both of them are bad. On the 8th day, Nate created chatter. Mantis, you're funny. Eddie, guess it's just my headphones with the feedback issue. All I got is CNBC, CNN, Fox, MS. No. Stop it. You're watching TV, Bob. You're going to have to start getting your news on the internet. I want you to start using the internet for your news, not the television. 4Dub, I'm not. I don't know if that's a noise or my sensitive headphones asking to be gentle, Judy. Eddie, was just checking to make sure no audio issues. My therapy cat Rascal is meowing hello to Nay and Rogie. Hi, therapy cat Rascal. Griffin, Trendy Nay, what's up? Griffin, Nay's gorgeous garden. Hey, I promised you guys a garden update today, and we're still going on with Russell Brand here.
More in common, I would argue, with one another than they do ordinary folk out
cheers.
on the streets. So
you guys,
anyway,
thank you for sharing this video.
a
Please
little
go
bit
ahead and
more
share this
slandering
video.
and abuse from these people at Fox, and drill down into whether or not you can see me actually being there, and whether or not it'd be a comfortable experience for me, bearing in mind my personality.
Yesterday I mentioned Scruff Bucket, Russell Brand.
Greg Duffield is the actual person who's invited me. He's just called me a scruff bucket. Now, back in them days, an incredible amount of effort went into my appearance. I mean, I was wearing eyeliner and stuff. That ain't regular attire for the average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break, but I didn't.
Regular attire for the average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive. Women find him very attractive. Women find him very attractive.
Average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive. 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 Women find him very attractive.
Average scruff bucket.
A lot of women.
Average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive.
Average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive.
Average scruff bucket.
A lot of women find him very attractive. 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 That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial. Women find him very attractive. That's what we were talking about during the commercial break. But
Now, you know what's funny about that? Almost all of their criticism is about his appearance. You know, they go after him for his political views as well. You'll hear some of that as well. But the bulk of the critiquing is his appearance. And, you know, if that's the problem with me on here with people, then I just assume stay like this and not appeal to people. Then people are just stupid. But Russell Brand's popularity gives me hope. You know, I just disagree with the angle of attacks they go after him. I mean, I can attack Russell Brand on plenty of shit and not tell you that, and he's a scuzz bucket, or, you know, he looks like a meth head, or the things they say about him, which aren't true. And it reduces their ability to be honest with their audience, because now their audience knows that they're full of shit. Because they could see Russell Brand. They've seen him in movies. They see he's not a scuzz bucket. They're like, the dude looks like a fucking rock star. What are you fucking talking about? You know, would you say the same thing about Steven Tyler in his tattered clothes from Aerosmith? Would you say the same thing about Robert Plant in his tattered clothes from Led Zeppelin? Psst, barely tell them apart, right? It's a look. Why does that bother them so much? Why are they so offended? Why are they so offended? And I'll tell you why. Because Russell Brand makes sense, and he threatens them and makes them feel insecure, so they project. It's hopefully they've grown a lot since then too.
He hasn't bathed in 10 years, Kimberly.
Yeah, I need to like hose them
His
off.
lice has scabies.
What? Yeah.
Hey, you guys know you could tweet this at Russell Brand on Twitter. There's an idea. Who's the first person to do that?
That was a real attack there. The lice have scabies. I mean, I must say I felt a bit of a flash when they said a lot of women find him attractive. I felt sort of like the echo of the life I used to live resounding in me now. But even that was only used to leverage how they found me personally repellent.
I could just imagine Russell Brand when he goes out in public and women just running up to him saying, "Can I take my picture with you? Oh my God, I saw you in this, I saw you in that. Can I get your autograph? Blah, blah, blah. I think you're so fucking hot. La, 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 la." Yeah, right. Women are just so repulsed by this man. They're so repulsed. It must be his English accent. It must just totally turn them off.
Nonetheless, it has made me feel that going on Fox News is more plausible somehow.
10 years ago, I loved this guy. He used to host a show called Big Brother's Big Mouth in England.
Astonishing that Greg Gutfield, an American TV news host, was aware of Big Brother's Big Mouth in early 2000s Britain, a show where like it was a reality TV show, and I hosted one of the spin-offs. It's very curious to hear Greg Gutfield aware of that. I used to watch Ponderland from time to time. That was a great show. I love his log store.
Hilarious guy. But then something happened, and I think it's the Arrested Development. He developed fake intelligence that you often see in a freshman at college, where you think you have all the answers, and it's like you just discovered it, and it's so exciting and new, and everybody's going, "You're almost 40, dude."
Yeah, that's why they call them soft.
You're never too old to learn. You're never too old to grow. And if you're a freshman when you're 40, so be it. If you're a freshman when you're 90, so be it. How dare they attack him on trying to educate himself? You know? Wow. Oh, he's educating himself. He's just starting to learn now. How dare he?
Sophomores, because in Greek it means wise fool.
Use ancient Greece to attack a fella. I think what they were saying is like a little bit of wisdom is a dangerous thing, or the zeal of the newly converted. But actually all that happened is I'd been famous for a little while, and I think I was getting bored of the narcissistic rush that first accompanies fame, and was experimenting with what happens if I start saying stuff that I've thought about for ages. You know, like, for me, like, there's footage available. You can see me on, like...
Griffin, you tweeted this to Russell Brand? Oh, wait, who else did? Eddie, you tweeted and tagged me to Russell Brand? Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for doing that. Hey, Russell.
Like marches when I'm like 16, 17, 18 years old. I was like a sort of a person that cared about that kind of stuff. I don't know why. There's loads of reasons, and I bang on about that stuff all the time. But certainly it wasn't that I newly encountered information. It was just that I was newly speaking about it. And the slur of sophomore, I refute the charge of wise fool while simultaneously accepting it. How's that for a paradox?
I only knew he
nice.
was like a drug addict, sex addict, loser.
He's a very funny, talented guy.
I'm getting like confused now, because like within a breath, he's a drug addict, sex addict, loser. He's a very funny guy. I like him. He's nice, but he's covered in lice. He's like, "Oh my God, Greg, will you marry me? I can know how to handle
Wow,
this."
101 still learning right on Eddie.
twisted his brain.
That is true.
And now, and again, it's something that will
To the
change
Nays
with
Garden.
age. I think he's got to read more.
All right,
Russell
Bob
Brand
Reed.
is a very talented guy.
Fox News have gaslighted me there, haven't they? He's an idiot. He's disgusting. He's a scumbag.
Right,
He's
Steve?
a very clever, funny guy. What? Of course, in a way, I've changed a great deal. Since
How cool would it be if Russell jumped in our
many ways,
chat?
Entirely different.
That'd be
But I
crazy.
think what's more important and more significant and more exciting is that Fox News has changed. I wonder if the changes at Fox News in terms of editorial, covering subjects like breaking up the media, the problems of big tech, the relationships between big tech, Wall Street, financial industry and the government, the revolving door between the White House and Wall Street, and the way that it's covered on Fox, cynically, skeptically now.
Jeff Bezos isn't paying his workers enough to eat. The Waltons could certainly afford to be generous with their workers because you're paying the welfare benefits for Uber's impoverished drivers. Child billionaires like Travis get to keep buying bigger houses and more airplanes.
I wonder if that suggests a genuine evil.
Every time Tucker Carlson speaks, it sounds like he's eating the inside of his own mouth. It sounds like he's feasting on his cheeks. Listen.
And the way that it's covered on Fox, cynically, skeptically now.
Jeff Bezos isn't paying his workers enough to eat. The Waltons could certainly afford to be generous with their workers because you're paying the welfare benefits for Uber's impoverished drivers.
Impoverished drivers, Julia. He said everybody come in here. Listen to this. He said impoverished drivers. Did you hear that? Impoverished drivers. He sounds like he's eating the inside of his mouth while he talks. Why does he talk like that? It almost sounds like he sounds like he's trying to sound intelligent by making his voice sound like this.
Jeff Bezos isn't paying his workers enough
Jeff Bezos isn't paying his workers
to eat. The Waltons could certainly afford to be generous with their
afford
workers
to be generous with their workers.
because you're paying the welfare benefits for Uber's impoverished
Uber. He said Uber. Oh, such a good word. Tucker, you're using great words. Uber. Good word.
drivers. Child billionaires like Travis get to keep buying bigger houses and more airplanes.
I wonder if that suggests a genuine evolution, a genuine ambition to inform people and change society for the better, to create a fairer, more just society, more representative of ordinary people's needs and values, or if Fox is just now doing what is popular and what's required of them. And in fact, if
Official Russell Brand on Twitch. Is Russell Brand, is that official Russell? I'm going to have to go over there. Anybody on Twitch right now? I don't even have it in my it's not even in my memory. Official Russell Brand. He's like, hello, mate. People have been tweeting this at me. I love it. We are tweeting it at Russell Brand, that's for sure. Account created 1 minute ago. Thank you. I was headed over there. All right, official Russell Brand.
If I might offer, stuff that I've always been talking about. That's, you can go back and look at them videos of the truths I was doing 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I've been saying the same things. Centralisation doesn't work, whether it's either at the state level or the corporate level. What's required is real democracy and decentralisation, a kind of new localism, respect for ecology, respect for diverse value systems right across the social spectrum.
No, he's good. He may not play football again, but he's good.
What the fuck is it?
Insane. Brian came in and just.
Oh, it's Twitch. I hate the way Twitch just starts playing a fucking video. Official Russell Brand has been blocked from the live stream for saying the word weed. Bye.
All forms of cultural expression, and it seems to me that in a way it's Fox that's changed more than I've changed, at least in terms of their content if not in terms of the intent.
He's a talented guy, but he turned angry at some point. At some point, he flipped, some switch flipped in his mind.
They're not qualified for this kind of analysis of old Russ. It's a switch. In the mind, there's a mind switch, a flipper switch, and that...
Dude, when Russell Brand speaks like he's an American, it's the funniest thing, and I gotta tell you, he does a really good job. I'm impressed by his American accent. Listen, and try to figure out where he sounds like in the United States he's coming from.
It's been flipped by something. I don't know what, but it's been flipped now, and it's turned him into a guy that's critical of Fox News and questioning the power of big tech and government and duplicity in high places. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in there. Well, they were saying this stuff.
Karen, thank you for hosting me. What cannabis should I buy? Whatever, whatever it is you're feeling, Whatever it is you're feeling, it's like, if you're looking for something for pain and for sleep, you get like an indica or a purple or a blueberry, something like that. If you want something for daytime, like me right now, I want to be up and I want to smoke a lot and be social, then I'm looking for more of a fruity strain, a sativa, orange stuff, lemon stuff like Jack Herer, Orange Bud are the ones that I love. Kushes are fucking great daytime strains. Hazes, fantastic daytime strains. But, if you're not wired for that, you might want to look for a hybrid. So, it's a little cross of both. That way you get the best of both worlds,
And what would happen if I go in there again? And what if they watch this video? Oh no, well they watch this video and not like it. I'm not going on a show where I'm called a sophomore scuzz bucket that's really, really funny but covered in lies.
If you guys are sharing this, thank you.
And he became angry. He's angry at Fox. He's angry at capitalism. He's angry at
He
America.
got sober.
Right. Well, I don't know what
He
it
did.
is.
He got sober.
Don't pack the old sobriety. And also, by the way, that's nearly 20 years. I've always been sober and in recovery, certainly from drugs and alcohol anyway, the whole time that I've been in the public eye. So that's not the seismic shift that's occurred.
But now he's sober, and he's still a jerk.
I'm not going on that program.
Vanilla?
I get it. He's an intellectual, or he prides himself.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean mixed with vanilla. I don't know what you mean. Or like tea leaves. Yeah. No. I don't know what's in those. I don't know if those cause lung cancer when you smoke them. I'd say stick to cannabis. All right? Get your flavor from your cannabis. There's plenty of cannabis with different flavors.
On me, Greg, you have a kind of bizarre man crush on him. If you'd like to talk.
I lived in London. I found it highly entertaining.
He took his glasses off. Look, I'll level with you. I found it highly entertaining. It's not like he's personally aggrieved, but he's come back round, hasn't he? Because it's Greg Garfield's show that I've been invited on. So he's gone, I like this guy. What? No, he's criticising capitalism. I don't like that. No, I don't like it. Hang on. No, he's good. Glasses are going back on. He's coming on the show. It's very interesting. Although now after this is a roller coaster ride between me and this guy.
But he's afflicted by what's called student-itis.
I don't think so. I don't think that's an actual condition.
He has the intellectual capacity of a student, not in a good way. He's not capable of learning.
He's not capable of learning. Who says shit like that about somebody else? Let me tell you something. There's plenty of people out there that podcast or people that I interact with, trolls and whatever. It's very rare that I say to someone, you are incapable of learning. Especially somebody who is podcasting, especially someone that is, a contemporary. Who I believe is, you're incapable of learning. What? Who says that about another human being? I just learned that you're an asshole. Wouldn't that be funny if Russell Brand said that right now? Hey, I just learned that you're a fucking cuck bitch, Greg.
About in jiu-jitsu. There's been all sorts of changes.
But he is capable of sitting in a coffee...
Hey, Greg, I just learned that... Hey, Greg, I had something, man, and then I forgot it. Hey, Greg, I just learned that you're a fat mouth bitch.
Shop and pontificating without thinking about it, because to him,
Hey, Greg, I just learned that you're a shit talker. Hey, Greg, I just learned you're a little fucking weasel bitch.
it's only word.
Man, I'm learning all kinds of things. Ooh, Russell Brand does not look good in that light right there. He does not look good. That is not good lighting for him.
He's a 17-year-old who comes home from college for Christmas.
That's specific. He's a college student. He's come home for Christmas. There's a guy on the train doing the same journey as him. Then the train breaks down, and they have to get an automobile. And then what? They've tried to get a plane. Now it's John Candy. They're in bed. They wake up. They're embracing each other. Oh, is this British automobile? Yes, that's right. He's in that.
He's a complete and utter hypocrite, and he used to be so funny, and now he's just an ass.
Billy!
He's taken it too personally. That's what's happened there. He just took that too personally. He used to be so funny, and I loved him. But we used to spend time together, and I remember we wandered in a meadow, and he used to thread things through my hair, a daisy chain, I think he called it. But anyway, then he was covered in lice, and it's just a scuzz bucket in an ass. Oh, I said he's on the phone. Oh, I love you. I hate you.
Russell Brand begging for a socialist egalitarian system, one where there's a massive redistribution of wealth.
This guy got fired from Fox News for sexually harassing women. He was sending pictures of his dick to coworkers. So, nice, huh?
And corporations are taxed massively.
That's good ideas. That's like the sort of stuff that you're seeing regularly now on here.
A lot of big corporations, they have no use for you or the country you grew up in. If you can think of a less fair system than this, send us an email. We'd love to hear about it. This system is indefensible.
The monopolies ought to be broken up. That you can't have always as the absolute priority.
Man, you could, I'm just looking at Tucker Carlson. He doesn't ever strike me as the type of person that ever got addicted to drugs and then had to fight to get off of them and came back and became something. Russell Brand does. He looks, like he's come a long way. And I give him a lot of credit for that. But to attack him on that, it's so beneath Fox News.
The economic advancement of
Even
the
them.
elite. Otherwise, you'll create inequality, disparity, ecological meltdown, social breakdown, leading to extremism. I think I was, in a sense, having a time.
When you get into greed, that's
it's
a
a
problem.
profit.
No, he was talking about the energy, the oil companies that make trillions and pay no taxes.
What about
And
the oil
employ
ministry?
people.
That's a
Those
policy
oil
too.
companies employ people. I hate this vilification of big companies. People work for those companies.
Yes.
That's like vilifying the wealthy.
The energy companies employ people.
Like Bank of America, they employ people, or Goldman Sachs employs people, or Wells Fargo, they employ millions of people, or Bezos employs millions of people. They're all beautiful because they employ people. Microsoft employs people. Shitlips YouTube fucking employs people. They must be perfect.
Well, you can
What
say
kind of a fucking dumbass argument is that?
about Facebook, that's always the argument that they make, isn't it? And that's I suppose, one of the dominant right-wing tropes. The cynicism about human nature, the requirement for profit as a motive, for ingenuity, and even for labour, and that you have to give corporations free rein in order that they create and generate jobs so that society can function. Like that, there isn't an alternative vision that's not economically led, where economics is just a tool for distribution and necessary commerce, not in itself the pinnacle of a culture.
You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand.
So let me know what you think. Do you think that should go?
The culture is collapsing because of Russell Brand. Did you fucking hear that? How much credit do they give him? He's collapsing all of society with his beard and his sexiness and his education and his freedom of speech. How dare he?
Is just a tool for distribution and necessary commerce, not in itself the pinnacle of a culture.
You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand. You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand. You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand. You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand.
Dude, did he selectively edit that together? Or did that guy not say that? I think he may have cut that together. And if he did, that's funny and it's fucked up. But I wonder if that guy, look, his voice kind of sounded like it changed right there.
Commerce, not in itself the pinnacle of a culture.
You want to know why our culture is collapsing? It's because of Russell Brand.
Oh, shit. No, dude, that's not a selective edit. That's the fucking camera changing angles. That's all that is. That is what the guy said. He literally said those words. That's shocking. What is, the DEPS? What's a DEPS? What's a DEPS? Our culture is collapsing because of news media people like you. Well, Bob Reed, because they fool people like you into thinking that they're legitimate news sources. And you're right, man. You're right. You serve as evidence to that fact. And your anger and your disgust towards them is completely legit and deserved. Yeah, Fox, I know who you're talking about. They fucking fooled you into thinking they were news, you know? Yeah, now you can hear how they're speaking about this one guy. And there's a whole team of them attacking him. You know, we should count how many different people were literally attacking Russell Brand on this. I saw Greg Gutfeld was attacking him. Kimberly Gargoyle was attacking him. That other stupid news slut was attacking him. That dumbass fucking douchebag dick pic sending douchebag. That's 4. 5 was that guy in the suit and tie. 5 people, at least, so far that I can just think at the top of my high head that are just completely piling on Russell Brand's, mostly his appearance and the fact that all he's doing is learning and educating himself. At the cool dude from drama class, Billy, right?
So let me know what you think. Do you think that I should go on Fox News? Do you think it would be a good experience? Don't
yes.
Say yes because you think it would be a laugh to see me.
No, go on Fox News. No, go on Fox News.
Do you think something positive could come from it?
Yes, I think a lot of positive will come from it. This is positive right here. Just me covering this, Russell, just me talking about you and telling people how great you are is already working for you. So go on Fox News, man, please. Everyone should tweet at Russell Brand. Go on Fox. # Russell, go on Fox. I don't know.
There are new political ideas emerging, potential new alliances. Do you think that the boundary between left and right is starting to sort of
tweet at him to go on Fox
News?
News
Becomes more and more redundant and irrelevant. That new alliances could formulate, particularly if it was on the basis of decentralization. That would mean, wouldn't it, that it would be possible to have various ideological pockets that were living sort of independently. So, is this the sort of thing that you would like to see me discuss on Fox News, or would you just like me to go
just
on
because
there
he's got a beard?
See me called a scuzz bucket live on air, so you could see me sort of suppressing the urge.
Because he, a little unshaven or whatever with his, scruff on his face, whatever. Look at Brian Tyler Cohen. Do they have a problem with Brian Tyler Cohen's look?
Cry. Most importantly of all, though,
who I think looks like a fucking moron, personally.
The old logs. I think that's the bit that the dog weed on. Probably saw that.
Don't get a splinter. Don't get a splinter. You shouldn't pet wood, bro. You'll get a fucking splinter. Right, Billy?
Yeah, if you did, please like and subscribe and share. Tell me in the comments what you'd like to see more of. Remember to sign up to my mailing list to learn about live shows I'm doing. I'm doing some live shows soon. Go to my website, russellbrand.com, and you can learn about those live dates. They're in the UK at the moment. Thanks very much for watching.
So, So I'm going to watch more of Russell Brand now after hearing the way Fox went after him. I watch him anyway, but I'm going to watch more of him for sure. And you guys can too. Check out Russell Brand. You guys, God, this guy's so fucking full of shit. UFOs have been tracked underwater, this guy says. The guy with the fucking badger beard. Hey, we got some green activity. Vet engine. Whoa, the market has turned around, guys. Bitcoin's at 36.0. So there you go, man. Everything is back up. I'm making money right now on Bitcoin. So I could literally turn around and make profit right now on the little bit that I bought yesterday. I could make a few $100 probably. Have to figure that out. Or I can hold on to it and keep that as my increased position on Bitcoin, which slightly improves my, where my standing is as far as average purchase price. Matic is at $1.40 right now. Cardano's at $1.42. Matic just went to $1.41. Ethereum is at 2,239, and Bitcoin's right at 36,000. Ethereum's at 2,200. It was at 2,100 yesterday. But that Bitcoin, man, it looks like I bought the bottom. 34.8 was the very bottom. And I think I was buying it God, where was I at? 35. Where was it? 35.3? I don't know. Whatever. Something like that. Hashtag keep it open. Oh, look at that. I see a hashtag keep it open. I like that. I like hashtag keep it open. I've got raspberries. Psst. Nobody even does raspberries anymore, pal. What are you doing? Did you even rinse them off? Of course I did. Raspberries off my raspberry tree. My raspberry bush. That is nice. A little whipped cream. A little whipped cream on there. Have some ice cream. Put this on there. Little topping. With the whipped cream. That'd be great. They're good. They're sugary. They've got little seeds in them. I guess that's why they're spreading so much. You got peppers ready. That means tacos tonight. So we were worried that Bitcoin was going to go all the way down to 32.2. And it didn't. And I did the right thing, and I bought in. I bought in at the bottom, man. I fucking did it. I'm so excited, man. Monday's right around the corner. Oh, man, that one was so sweet. Those big ones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the really big ones are super sweet. Well, this bush gets full sunlight. It's got a watering hose that goes by it. There could be a leak, which is why it's doing so well. Or maybe maybe it's not getting any water at all. I don't know. I always see these things alongside riverbeds. I figure they need a lot of water. I don't want to eat too many. I don't know how long they'll stay good for. Carne asada. I can't grow berries. Big ones are the sweetest. I almost bought those dishes black with red inside, but they were $100 for 4 of each. Hey, Beazle. You want a berry? He wants a raspberry? You want a raspberry? He's trying it. Oh, he ate it. You liked it? Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Mikey! You want another one? You want another berry? You want a berry? Oh, he likes raspberries. Rogie. He loves them. You love the raspberries. Huh. The birds are on there right now. Eating my raspberries. I need a scarecrow up there. I need to put chicken wire around it. But then I won't be able to pick the berries. Dude, look at all the birds. Get off my raspberries! Should I go out there with my gun and fire off a shot? Dude, I wish I had something to throw at that raspberry bush. Look at those birds just feasting. Hey. Hold on a second. I'm going to go yell at the birds. Hey, get off my raspberries, you crazy little birds. Get off my raspberries. I don't care. It doesn't scare them at all. I'm going to throw a shoe at you. Ooh, sorry. That rookie ate all of his food. Gotta find some gravel. Some extra gravel. I just yelled at the birds to get off my raspberry bush. I think they're way inside it. Dude, you stick your hand in there, and boy, those thorns will grab you, and you can't get out. Your hand goes in, and you go to pull, and you can't get your hand out. The thorns go in, and they dig in, and you got to unhook the fucking things. It's strong. You can't just pull your hand out of there. It is fucking crazy. Could you imagine falling into one of those bushes? Oh my God, you'd have to call fucking 911 or a gardener. Fucking emergency gardener with fucking shears, come now. Fucking A. But there's the total potential to fall into that thing. I should try to make it safe, you know, because I totally could see that happening. Those thorns are... I got my hand stuck in there 3 or 4 times. One time it was really bad, and I got a little panicky because it was the hottest day, one of the hottest days of the year, right? Fucking 100 degrees out. And I got this bowl in my hand, and my other hand is stuck in there, so I can't... And I'm like, I don't want to put the bowl down on the ground because I was afraid all the raspberries are going to roll out because I'm on a hill. And I couldn't reach down far enough. And I couldn't get my fucking hand out, man. I was stuck. It was just dug into me, bro. There was just fucking those thorns. It had me, man. Then I got out. It took a minute or two, but I got out. How did they taste? I still have them. They're right here. They're fucking amazing. God, they're so good. And they grew right in my yard, you know? That's the best part. My fingers are red. Did you know that ancient hunting tool thorns plants caught animals with their thorns? Huh. I don't know. Sandy Smith, thank you. Listen, guys, I gotta go. I will see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys over there on Twitter. All right, at CryptoCult420 on Twitter, and at Nays Garden.